Hey guys, today we're having a look at Assassin's Creed Shadows and seeing if it can perform to the bare minimum.
Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to just do the bare minimum or,
Coined that is, can it perform 1080p, 60 FPS on mid-range hardware comparable to the consoles. So like an RTX 4060, 3060, RX 6700 or RX 7600, that sort of thing. And I'm basing that off, I'm running on an RTX 4070 and I'm trying to stick around 60% GPU usage to match those GPUs. Today I'm not using a script. I've decided to record this live.
We'll do it live!
The settings I'm using today is low. Everything on low. Any step above low really skews the performance of this game. Not using the RTGI that comes with the game, although it is quite performant.
So, what are you trying to say?
Is the lower level of the GPU resources that I'm aiming for. We've got one step of upscaling, one step of sharpening, and let's have a look how it runs. I'm running around in Kyoto, which is the probably one of the most graphically intense areas of the game.
You're kidding, right?
When you're out in the riding around the main map area, the GPU usage goes down quite a bit here. For the lower settings, this looks fantastic. This is one of the best looking games on lower settings I've ever seen.
That's beautiful, man.
Pretty much confirms that this game does perform the bare minimum. Even on lower settings, the shadows aren't distracting. They're quite soft, just the tiniest bit of flicker, but I've seen way worse shadows on high settings. Let's have a look and see if we can push this just a little bit further now.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
Let's see if we can go to a more enthusiast level of settings. Take this frame rate limit to 80. The reason I choose 80 frames per second with FrameGen is because you get the frame time of 25 milliseconds. So whilst it's perceivably with a mouse just a tiny bit slower than 16 milliseconds, you get the frame fluidity of 12.5 milliseconds, which just, you mix the two of those together and it's just a bit better than the 60 frames per second experience, and that is probably the best you're going to get on this sort of mid-tier of hardware. As we can see, running around Kyoto, we're around the mid-60s, so if you're on a RTX 3060, you're probably going to be looking at some slight dips, but nothing too drastic or too constant. As I said, this is the density of this area makes it one of the hardest areas in the game to run, and the rest of the game runs a lot better than this space.
You said that already!
So yes, this game does do the bare minimum, and it does run more performant on current standard hardware. So if you were holding off on picking up Assassin's Creed Shadows because you didn't think you could run it, well, hopefully this answers your question. And whether that makes it a good game or not, that's not what I'm reviewing here. I'm quite enjoying this game, but I can see myself getting bored of it maybe in a week or so. As I said, that's another another topic. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on another video.